this is davidji, and welcome to another week of Life Tools. I'm here in the sweet spot of the universe, Carlsbad, California. And this week we'll explore vibrational transformation. Sounds kooky. What does that even mean? Everything is energy. Every interaction and exchange we have in every single moment is a vibrational exchange. There's a vibration to the sound of nothingness, sound of silence, sound of the wind, sound of the birds, sound of your breath, sound of your heart. There's a chemical and energetic vibration between you and anyone that you're speaking to, anyone that you're looking at. We know that everything is an energy exchange. And so in every moment of our life, we are putting energy out and we are receiving energy in. Usually our next flow of energy is based on our interpretation of what that energy is flowing into us. We've all walked into a room and felt a certain way, the energy of the room. We've all bumped into someone and felt, wow, that energy. And we've either been drawn to it and want more of it, or we're put off by it in some way. Again, it's not just the energy. It's a dynamic exchange. It's the energy out there and your perception of it and your response to that perception. So maybe you had a weird experience with someone who spoke a certain way or looked a certain way or acted a certain way. And then 10 years later, you bump into a person who resembles that. You'll be brought back to that initial moment, even though it's a different person, but you may be interpreting the energy as similar. If it was a positive experience, you're like, oh, you remind me of. And if it was a negative experience or something that pushed you back or constricted you in some way, then you will transfer your interpretation onto that person, even though you've never met them and you may never even see them again. You'll sort of make sure that you never see them again. We have the power in every single moment to interpret, ingest, digest, energetic flow, the vibrations, and then put out there another vibration. We're all familiar with the concept of mirroring. After you hang out with somebody for a little bit, you're sort of breathing in sync. Or perhaps your hearts become beating in sync. We even know that large groups of women who work together begin cycling at the same time. There's obviously an energetic connection that transcends the physiology, our subtle psychological, emotional state, and certainly our connection to Source, Spirit, that aspect of us that rests even more deeply within. So, what do? Why does this matter? If we can pay attention to the energy that surrounds us and bring it in innocently, like a babe. How do we do that? We get still and silent first. We can do 16 seconds. And when we open our eyes in the 17th second, we're not bringing all the energy from the past or projections about the future. The energy has a higher likelihood of being pure. Tabula rasa, blank slate. So if we can show up to each moment innocent, like a newborn babe, allowing, accepting, without our typical constrictions, I'm the kind of person who, or I don't do this. It goes back to the 5 kleshas. There's ignorance, attachment, aversion, egoism, and fear. Fear of death. Those are the 5 obstacles, the 5 kleshas, the 5 poisons that Patanjali spoke about in the Yoga Sutras. So we're always doing that with every single moment. We're either attaching to it, backing up from it, not seeing ourselves as one, making misinterpretations, or showing up with fear. But we can use techniques such as 16 seconds and so many of the other present moment techniques that we've shared over these days and months and years together and show up pure and whole. And then allow the vibrations to come into us. And if they don't feel right as they're coming in, step aside, like Tai Chi. Let them flow past, but you don't have to stop them. And that way we truly channel the universe, allowing energy to come in, allowing energy to come out. I'll go deeper on this week on Hay House Radio. So this week, why don't we all just connect to the stillness and silence that rests within, and we'll be able to interpret vibrations that come in and our own vibrations out at a much higher frequency. In the meantime, I'll see you in the gap. Namaste.